Hey, Matt Kramer here with TacticalTalks.com. Today we're gonna do something a little differently today. Oh, I said today already, didn't I? Okay.
Okay, you got me. That was my terrible robot voice. It's the best I can do. What are you going to do about it, huh? Okay, let's get serious. Normally on Thursdays, I'll publish a blog post to my website. I'll write it out, I'll format it really nice, I'll make some cool graphics for it, and you'll be like, yeah, that's amazing. Well, this week I decided to change it up. I was having a discussion with a couple of members from my Toastmasters club 2 weeks ago, and if you don't know what Toastmasters is, it's basically a workshop that you go once a week, sometimes less depending on the club, where you get an opportunity to speak in front of a real live audience. To help yourself overcome the fear of public speaking, but also just to get better at public speaking. So after the meeting, I was talking to a couple of members, and I had a really interesting idea, or an analogy. I compared bowling to getting opportunities to speak. And so I didn't want to forget that idea, so on the drive home, I recorded this idea on my little digital recorder. And that's what I'm going to play for you here today. Real quick, some background info so you can follow along with my idea a little bit more. During that discussion with those two members, we were talking about maybe changing the structure of our meetings at Toastmasters, like quarterly, not every meeting, but occasionally, to change it up. And we were thinking about maybe doing table topics the entire hour and a half that we meet. And what table topics is the impromptu portion of a Toastmasters meeting. That's where someone will get up there, he'll have some pre-written questions or thoughts, he'll read them, and then he'll randomly pick on someone in the audience. And then they'll come up and give a 1 to 2 minute impromptu speech on that topic. So it really helps you think on your feet. Well, we were thinking about maybe doing the entire meeting with that instead of a normal meeting. So anyways, let's listen to it. Never mind the audio. I was driving on the freeway, so you're going to be hearing cars passing me by, maybe some sirens. But you'll be able to hear me clear enough to explain my analogy, okay? And the purpose of it is to help you understand the benefits of getting more and more stage time. All right, so I'm going to shut off here, and then we're going to go into the recording, okay? You ready? New analogy for stage time. We were having a discussion about maybe making an entire table topics meeting to where every member can get 2 and maybe even 3 opportunities to speak in a single night with a different question. Now, the analogy I made to why that's good is the first time you get up to speak, there's that energy, that nervous energy, and then it wears off. So if you get up there and get that first one out of the way, your next one is going to be easier because you're not going to have to shake off as much nervous energy. Then, in terms of being able to truly get over your nervousness, the biggest downside of Toastmasters is that it's once a week. What you learn at that meeting is diminished over time. It diminishes over that week. So sometimes, say you hit a breakthrough, and you're like, yes, that's a good way for me to relax. That was really helpful. My mind was, I was doing such and such and it was working. I'll do that again next time. If you learn something like that, your memory of it kind of diminishes the next time you're up there. It's like, wow, you have to relearn from scratch every time you speak. It's like, and then this is the analogy that I use, it's like bowling with a bunch of people. You bowl once, you roll that ball, and then you're like, oh, I know what I need to fix next time. But when you have 50 people bowling in your game, you don't get to bowl again for like 15, 20 minutes. So the changes that you were going to make, you've now forgotten them. And you've kind of forgot how it felt to release the ball, and now you're having to relearn it every time that you get up there to bowl. It's the same thing with public speaking. Imagine if you were able to get not just once per day, but what if you were able to get up 5 or 6 times in one night in front of an audience? If you can get that stage time, if you can get multiple opportunities in a single night, you can make those slight adjustments just like a bowler would if they were just bowling by themselves and going pin after pin after pin after pin. That's what stage time is really all about. Screw this one time per night. What if you can get 6 to 10? That would be the ultimate practice session. Drop the mic. Bam! I got a little excited there with the whole mic dropping thing. Sorry about that. But I'm back, and you got to hear my idea, my analogy of what it's truly like to conquer, or better yet, master your own inner thoughts, your inner workings of what it takes to calm your nervousness in front of an audience, and what it takes to fine-tune your own system to calm your nerves. When you're able to get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, you're able to make those slight adjustments each time you get up there to try to build on the last one. And the whole point is to get yourself a system that works for you and one that you can call on at every opportunity. So you shouldn't have to relearn your own personal nervousness, anxiety, calming system every time you get up to speak. It shouldn't be that way. One way to solve this is to get a lot of opportunities to speak in a relatively short period of time so that you don't have to wait a week or you don't have to wait a month to get up there and try it a second time or a third time. Get as many opportunities as quickly as possible and make the adjustments, tweak your system until it fits you. And that is truly the benefit of what I was talking about in my analogy. So that's it for this week. I'm Matt Kramer with TacticalTalks.com. I may write a post next week. I may do another video or an audio, whatever. We'll figure it out. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.